Hey guys, I'm out here today representing SAHN Outdoors and Beginner's Luck European mounts. Today I'm just going to do a little basics about bleaching skulls. Here I have a skull. This is a buck my buddy shot probably 3 or 4 years ago, and he had some beetles work on it and it came out pretty clean. There's still quite a bit of dried cartilage and dried meat on it that they did not get, but all in all it came out pretty good. I personally use the boil method. I think it makes them prettier. I think they come out cleaner, but I mean it looks pretty good all in all. As you can see, there's a lot of yellowing underneath here. The teeth aren't white at all. You got a lot of yellowing up here where the eye is. There's a lot of yellow on this skull, and that's because he didn't take it straight to the beetles. He left the flesh on it for a few days, and the oils were able to soak into the skull, and now it's yellow. So we're going to try to get those oils out, and we're going to make it bleached and looking pretty. So we're going to start. I just got a bucket of water here, just regular mop bucket of water, and I have put some dish soap in it. Doesn't matter how much, quite a bit. You can put a pretty good amount. And so what we're going to do, we're just going to put that skull in that bucket of water, glue it so you can see a little bit better. So we just got the skull in the bucket of water there. We're just going to, so I didn't fill it too full because I didn't want it to overflow, but you're going to want to fill that bucket as high as you can. The dish soap will not discolor the antlers at all. And so you're just going to let it soak for probably 48 hours, a couple days, maybe longer if it looks like it needs it. So just let it soak for a couple days and we'll get back to you when that's done. Alright, so here I have that same head that I was working on a couple days ago. It's been soaking for about 2 days now. And we'll pull it out and see what it looks like. So, as you can see, the top of it wasn't really in the water too much. It's still a little bit dry, but that's right, I don't really have any meat right there on top. But all the meat on the side is pretty wet now. It's pretty moist. The ear canal that was still on there is wet again, and it's really yellow. The whole skull is really, really yellow. That's, like I said last time, that's due to all the oils that came out of the meat and the skin when it was left on there, and that have absorbed into the skull. And so now we want to get all those oils out, and this is also going to help to get some of this meat off. They say that you want to get it 95% clean before you bleach it, and I would say this is pretty dang close to 95% clean. And the reason they say that is the peroxide mix will actually get a lot of this off. It'll actually eat a lot of it off, and it will help it loosen up so it'll just fall off. And so now we're gonna get our peroxide mix going. So over here we got our birdie boiler. It's just a turkey boiler, and so we're gonna put the head in this pot over here, and let's get this thing lit and started to go. And then this toolbox is just an idea. It's just what I have, everything that I need to do skulls with. It's all in that box. So let's get this thing going. Now in here, I have my 50-50 mix with the water and the 40 volume peroxide. You can get the 40 volume peroxide at any beauty store. It's kind of, I think they use it to dye the hair or something. But you can buy it there, it's pretty cheap. You just want to mix it 50% that, 50% water. And I keep it in a 5-gallon bucket. I've probably done 15 skulls with this bucket already. And I just keep using it. And once the skulls stop turning white, that's when you know you need to get a new mix. And you'll get a lot that evaporates. So you have to put a little extra water once in a while. It looks like I'm a little low. So I'm going to put a little extra water in there. We'll fill it up to the brim. And then once she starts boiling, you want to shut it off. Okay, so I didn't end up getting it to boiling point, but I've had it in there long enough, it doesn't really matter. I'm at 175 degrees, which is pretty good. It's pretty windy today, and I don't know if the wind's blowing all the heat out of it everywhere, and it's not heating up as fast. I don't know what's going on, but there we have it. Still looks kind of yellow, right? And so we're actually going to spray it off, and then we're going to let it soak in this overnight. I usually use a pressure washer when I'm boiling, right? So this nozzle right here, pretty sure it's called a bullseye nozzle. You can get it at probably any Home Depot. I bought mine at Ace, and they get really high pressure, and it's really pinpointed. Hence why it's probably called a pinpoint nozzle. And so we just got a little bit of flesh on here. This is what I use to blast that little bit of flesh off there. So we'll just do that really quick. So as you can see, there's still quite a bit of cartilage around the eyes here. And you can see that it's probably just going to pull right off, most of it. But really what I like to use, trusty old pocket knife. You can just cut most of that right off. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna soak this overnight in the peroxide. So we'll end up spraying it again tomorrow. But just try to get as much as off as you can now. And so that way it don't dirty up your peroxide and stuff, because honestly a lot of this falls off overnight when you soak it in peroxide. Set up on the steps and just spray it off. So here's that same skull. I spent about 20 minutes scraping the rest of the flesh off with a pocket knife or with a wire brush, and then I let it dry for 48 hours. The bone gets really soft and it gets really wet, and so you gotta let it dry for a little bit, because if you look before in the video, right as I pulled it out of the pot, it looked pretty yellow. But after letting it dry for 48 hours, it's pretty much perfectly white. And so we're just going to do the finishing touch. I just put it in a box. We're just going to put some Mop GLO on it. And that's Mop GLO. I just squirt some in a little bowl. Make sure you mix it up and stuff. We just want to put a little bit of Mop GLO on it, and what Mop GLO does is it gives it a nice shiny finish. It protects it, so you can just wipe off dust and stuff in the future, and it's easy to clean. And it also gives it a good scent and covers up all the stinky stuff. So don't be shy about it, just put it on there and let it dry for probably an hour, and then you're done. It's good to go after this. Make sure you get it everywhere. Get it underneath, in the eye sockets, just everywhere you can. And remember to like our page on Instagram and Facebook of SAHN Outdoors and Beginner's Luck European Mounts. Thanks for watching. Hope we helped you out.